Yo, what is up, all you guys out there? The name is Tekken Heat, bringing you guys a different kind of commentary video. If you guys missed my previous one, I was talking about things that kind of define a ricer, and I was thinking about it after. I was thinking like, maybe I should discuss on visual upgrades that appeal to me because normally with ricers it's normally all about visual mods instead of anything else like performance or handling mods. And if they do put handling mods, it's normally broken handling mods. So what I'm gonna do today is give you guys five my top five, not in any order, but pretty much my five most favorite visual mods you could put onto a car. In the background you're seeing right here is me doing some customization on the crew to some cars that you might have already seen me do, and also a new one, which is the Alfa Romeo. Now, starting off on the list is probably actually my most favorite out of all of them, and that is body kits. Body kits, wide body kits, lips, any kind of body modification that's done. I just love it. It's something that really brings out the uniqueness to your car because normally a lot of people who own cars, they normally have them stock and stuff. And for even some people who do performance mods and try to build the race car, they still lack some actual visual body modifications. I don't mean this in a bashing way, but I'm one of those kind of guys that loves to see that there's more to the car than just the performance. I love seeing these wide body kits like the Liberty Walk, the Rocket Bunny. I like seeing just different style, I guess some people might say ricey body kits that just make your car stand out. And it doesn't stand out in a bad way unless you do the body modifications in a cheap and bad way. But if you do it right, the car looks so good. And there are tons and tons of body kits out there waiting to be put onto your car. But it kind of saddens me that the further we progress on in this world, in this car culture, the more people tend to look down upon you when adding these kind of things on. But in my opinion, I think these are just something that are just so beautiful. It's so visually appealing to me. And it saddens me to see how many people are putting the Ricer title on you every time you do something like this. And I really wish that we could go back in time to the era of where these things were like the most popular things in the car culture community. Up next, spoilers. I love, love, love spoilers. And in all honesty, I'm one of those kind of guys that looks at spoilers and think the bigger, the better. Because I don't know why. It's just that whenever you see a massive wing being put onto a car, now I don't mean something like 10 feet tall, 10-foot tall wings. No, I mean like functional, large wings. It's like every time I see it, it just makes my jaw drop of how insane it is. And I think it's the insanity that just makes it that much more appealing that somebody, in a way, had the balls to put something that massive onto their car. And it's just like, wow, that's a wing right there. That, my friend, is a wing. And that's something I always want to do to my cars, although I'm gonna wait till I get a rear wheel drive car. I'm not gonna be putting on my Civic or anything because that's definitely a ricey move. So when you have a functional wing slash spoiler, oh, they look so good. It really does add that uniqueness to your car because nowadays you don't see that many decent functionable spoilers anymore. Like a lot of times you normally see those very ricey style spoilers, and it's just like, no, you're doing it wrong. When you add that carbon fiber GT wing on your car, it's just like, oh, I want to marry you so badly. Now, before I start having a nerdgasm over that. The next one on my list is probably to me actually one of the most important visual mods or visual changes you can ever do to your car. Because doing this completely changes everything. It's what makes your car stand out from the rest, and that is the rims. And if you're telling me that rims are not high up on the important list, you're lying to yourself. Rims is so critical because, for one, they're not cheap. Buying a set of four rims can cost you somewhere over five, over maybe not five. Well, there are a lot that can cost over 500. Actually, let's just say 500, 500 plus for just rims, not even the tires. Rims alone, $500. $500 is not something that people can just fork out. And you say, here, take this. Let me just buy those rims. No, that's something that you have to be so confident in. It's one of those things like those game shows where they're just like, is this your final answer? Is this really, really your final answer? Because it's like the moment you purchase these rims, it's hard to go back. It's really hard to go back because of how expensive they are. And think of it as buying shoes for your feet. You can't just buy the entire lot. Well, some people kind of do, but then they wind up very, very broke in the end. But it's just like, think about buying shoes for yourself. You don't just go and just say, that's okay. I'll buy it. No, it's just like, is this really, really what I want? Does it visually appeal to me? Yes. Then you try them on. Do they fit well with me? Yes. What do others think about me? Do they look at it as like, why the hell do you buy that? Or do they look at you like, damn, those are some nice shoes you got there? It's just something that's just so important because there is a thing as buying bad rims. For me, I hate seeing flashy chrome rims on a lot of cars. I just don't know why. When people do it to their imports, to their muscles, like when they do it lowrider-ish, it's like, okay. To supercars, I don't like it. It's just something very important that you have to think about when upgrading your car. I mean, when visually changing your car is the rims. It's so important. And again, if you say it's not important on what rims you choose, you're lying to yourself. All right, these next two is more of the kiddish racers me coming out, at least to the car culture standard of today. My number four is the vinyls as decals. I've always loved vinyls. I've always loved seeing people, you know, make their car unique by putting unique style vinyls to their car. It looks amazing if done right. I love it. It really does make your car stand out and it really does describe who you are. Like, you look at that and it's just like you can kind of tell what kind of person is behind that wheel. Some people will go with different racing stripes. Some people would go with like say flames. Some people would go with like two-tone vinyls. Some people would really go out there like say the Japanese and put like anime characters and stuff onto the car. You don't believe me? Look at the car culture of Japan. I like Japan style because they don't care what others think. I think there was even a documentary about it where it's like they don't care what they think. They do it for themselves. They make their cars flashy to appeal themselves. And a lot of stuff that they do, it makes them stand out so much and it really describes who they are. And I really do like that. There's something about vinyl I really do love. And in fact, what you're seeing right now on the screen is me picking out a vinyl for my car, and in the end, I go with the Ubisoft. I think it's a Splinter Cell, vinyl, and it makes the car look totally different. It makes it look so badass. Now my last one, my last one, it saddens me to see this thing die out because it has always appealed to me ever since I was a little kid in the era of Need for Speed and Fast and Furious. Neon lights. Now, I do understand that some people do not like neon lights because of how flashy it is and how it's just like unnecessary. But in all honesty, I just can't get over it. Every time I see somebody with neon lights, it's like, wow, somebody else on this planet still likes this. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in like there's still hope. Because ever since I was a little kid playing Underground, watching Fast and Furious, I saw neon like, holy crap, this is amazing. This is so beautiful. Really does this really does make your car like nowadays this will really make your car stand out, especially in the nighttime when it shows. It's just like wow. Not many people in this world do this anymore unless you have a bike. For some reason with the motorcycle or bike community, this is still a big thing. But why it's not in the car culture, I don't know why. There are tons of different things I love seeing people do with neon. I love seeing the underglow. I love seeing it done on the rims, where every time you start driving, the neon will circle around with your rims, giving it a nice looking effect. I like seeing the neon inside of the car. It every time I see neon, it's just like, why have we just looked down upon this? Like, why? This still looks fantastic. It looks so beautiful. Yes, it's unnecessary. Yes, it's not a performance upgrade. And yes, it's not going to make your car go 10 times faster. But it's so beautiful that why would we get rid of this? It never, I never understood that. It was something that was for looks, but it seems like nowadays, anytime you try to do something for looks, it's a ricer move. I never understood that. So that was my top five list I had for you guys. Let me know what you guys think as your top five visual mods. Who knows? Maybe one day I might even go for performance mods, but seeing as how I'm not, you know, at that level of knowledge yet, it's gonna be harder for me to do. Maybe I might do something for like budget builds or something. Again, not at that level, but it's something for me. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, this has been your boy Techni Heat, and I am out. Peace.